Hello. I'm starting to time that a bit better. So, how are you doing, Internet? I'm Bnuts, a small streamer and YouTuber, and this time I have remembered to resume recording, just before I wanted to. Welcome back to Genshin Impact. So, today, I am going to go through the last of the Lantern Rite stuff. Most of it is fetch quests, kill this thing, go here. Although part of it is trying to get Zhao interested in the Lantern Festival itself. So there's that. There's also this, and there are 6 days left, so if you started this but didn't have all the days, you can still get these as long as you had the first 2. And you will get a total. This is 3, this is 5, so that, and then there's 2 down here too. So 10 intertwined fates. Or, well, if you want to do the kitchen banner, you can. If you want to wait for the you-know-who banner, you can also do that. Personally, even though I do want to get to Kaching, I don't think I'll go on her banner simply because 100% of the characters on that banner are on the standard banner as well. But if you want to test out, except for Barbara, but she's paired with someone on there, so you can test that when you go to test one of them. I think she's paired with Kaching. And she's pretty good, and in fairness, miHoYo decided not to amp her up as much as they did Zhao with his test. So she's a little more, definitely more free-to-play friendly. So she's C0, she has purple artifacts. No, she does have the emerald sword in the test though, so there's that. And then the other thing that you should be aware of over in the notices, but also you should get a mail about this. There's this event, and it will take you to a page where it can send different stuff, and then you get rewards for them. So you may as well do that if you're in the game, because it's there, and you get more stuff for it. So I was just getting some of the expedition done. So here is Kaching's banner. And if you go over the details, you will see that Kaching, Ningguang, Bennett, and Barbara do indeed have rate up. If you don't have these characters, it's a good opportunity to get them. I do have all of them, but not at significant constellation. And then, of course, the other characters are there, the standard ones, as well as weapons. Although between you and me, I haven't gotten a lot of the sacrificial ones. And then if you go over here to the standard banner, there's no rate up, but you have Kaching here. Mono, Chi-Chi, Divik, Jean, and the 5-star weapons, which you don't have on the other banner. Plus all of the usual 4-star characters, plus Amber Kea, Lisa. Because they're on the standard, they're not on the limited. And you can see I do have some resources, but I would like to save them for the next banner. If you want to see, I have She is currently C0, although I am going to change that up shortly. Barbara also C0. Right, Bennett was the first one, right? I have him at C3, so he's more than halfway there because it's not recommended you get him to C6, because that will give Pyro to anyone within the circle. So Ningguang I showed. Barbara. And of course I don't have Kaching yet. So let's go to where the festival is. I can cut it kind of. Is there something new over here? Ah, there is. So let's do those first, actually. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting to just, do this. So you have all these challenges, and they all give these, what do you call them? These totems? These talisman. And as you can see, I currently have 11,340 of those. Because I've done all of the challenges up to there.
Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them.
Who's involved? Well, 2 different quests. The Guardians of the Countryside and She of Gyun. Guardians of the Countryside. Let's do that first.
Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written death.
Okay, so I have slightly more material than I thought for this stream. And that is a good thing. I thought it would be a short one, and I didn't particularly mind. Oops. Pardon me. Which is itself being twitchy. And what is that? Is it up or down or what? I always have trouble telling. I should be directly over it if I'm above. I don't really trust it, but it might be down there. No. Still not seeing it. Oh, come on. I wanted to launch from here. Not here for you. You boys still gonna follow me? I did not think so. Herb gather. Okay. We're still running a little on herbs. Are you planning to go pick some more? About to head up. I always like to prepare a little more medicine than usual around this time of year. Nothing particularly potent, just the usual stuff used for treating fevers and indigestion. Why don't you just get a prescription from Boo Boo Pharmacy? It's much too far away. It's a long walk from here to Lele Harbor. Especially for the children and elderly folk, the journey may be manageable for an adventure, but not for understanding. Of course, if someone were to come down with something serious, then we'd have no choice but to get a proper prescription from Boo Boo Pharmacy. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I'll chat with you later. I still have to gather some more herbs, and then I've got to bring them back to have processed. We can up. That'd be great. I was actually starting to stress about how long this would take by myself. And you need 3 different types of herbs. Ginseng, which grows on mountain peaks, nourishing and both for digestion. Calla lily, found among long river banks, to regulate one's hydration. That grow by the riverbanks are the best qualities, so that's where I get mine when I can. Calla lilies found elsewhere pale in comparison in terms of medicinal value. Some lotus heads from nearby pool. When made into medicine, they can be used to calm the nerves and strengthen the heart. You must be quite particular about when you pick them, though. Get them between midnight and 6 in the morning for the best effect. I have to pick them? I guess I do. Well, may as well go where it wants me to. Otherwise, I'm just not going to get this done. I already did that, so may as well delete that. It's a shame I don't have one of those personal teleporters to be able to get them more quickly, because it takes a while to climb them up there. At least it's helping by pointing out a different supply of them and not requiring me to use from my own supply. Let's pass on that for now. I want to avoid completing those quests for now, because, as you already know, I already have more than enough adventure experience. I have currently 1,003 over 7,000, and I really don't want to have a repeat of the situation where I jumped from 25 to 35 simply because I had the XP stored up when I'm not ready. And of course, I'm still not ready. I have trouble with child. So I want to max out talents, then weapons, and then prepare for ascension. Not going to max out my characters because I don't have the resources for that. It would be nice if I did. And then when I'm ready, since I'm not really in a particular hurry, I will take the Ascension quest. Well, that was one chasing flower, but it wasn't from the peak. Wish there was a faster way to climb that wasn't so hungry for stamina. Maybe before I went out, I should have gotten the locations for the 3 treasures. It would be a shame to waste all of this progress by having to port out. I started on the north side of it. I'm going slowly west. I mean east. I'm going slowly east on the map as I'm climbing. Almost there. Interesting though, this is where one of the puzzles is. Whoops. I don't know why it dropped like that. Oh, lilies from along the riverbank. Back here. I just preview screens keep going black, but as soon as I click on them, it's fine again. I don't know where you are. Look at that. Geoculus. Ooh, boars. That's not going to do much good. Or maybe it will. And I missed the big one. Oh, come on.
Get out of here! Out of the way!
Shield protected me from what's that? So annoying.
Get out of here! Take cover!
Slime swallowed calorie. That's not going to be fresh at all. Did I get the other one? It's not the other board that was here. Okay, the next site is fairly close by. Those aren't calories, and these aren't the right time anyway. For lotus heads. Now, what's the time here? First, from midnight until 6. That's midnight. Well, I should be able to pick it now. Before we do that, I see me a chest. Nothing to fight? I have to climb all the way up again? Hello. Oh, those were simple. Whoop. Even though it's the same element as them, the bow can affect them. Right. Oops. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's another glazed lily there. Why leave it? Maybe faster just to teleport there. Looks like it's right next to it. And I'm heading in the opposite way anyway. Got them all right. I also have Miss Spy to help me with handling the herbs. Let's go and take them to the mill. It's up there. Oh, the mill. Oh, allow me to take care of the herbs. Once I'm finished, you can take them back and start concocting the medicine. Thank you. I just need to find a way of making the medicine a little sweeter. Are you so busy around this time every year? More or less. There aren't many young people in Genshin village these days, so we have to help out wherever we can. Being busy for these few days every year is not a problem. Besides, things have already been much easier this year thanks to all your help. In previous years, I'd have to spend many days gathering herbs, to say nothing of the amount of time it would take to make the medicine. Thanks to your help, I'll go to process the herbs now, and then I'll prepare my shower lantern. Almost forgot to release one last year. I have to make sure I don't forget this year. Would you like to wish for? If everyone in Genshin village to stay in good health? Yeah, probably wish for something like that. The wishes lose effect if you say them out loud, so you're not getting anything more out of me. These are for you. Thanks for your help. You're most welcome. Previous years, only G and I were around, so we could only make the children a few shower lanterns, talk to old folks about some domestic business, and whip up a few good dishes. With your help, we were able to have a lively lantern right this time. But I guess we should look to return to normal now. We should see to the elderly folk in the village and then to go see Genshin today. If you don't mind, could you come along? Sure. And just go to his place first. Oh good, it's fairly close by. No harm in getting some peppers along the way. If I didn't have to do the Chi of Gyun, I'd leave it for later. I'm sure you must be mistaking me for someone else. Nonsense, I haven't lost my senses. How could I not recognize my own wife? I don't know if you noticed, but I'm a dude. I was just telling you that with such a huge festival just around the corner, maybe we should get some new clothes for our daughter. Oh, I see you brought a guest, a seamstress. Once again, you've read my mind. Grandpa Jinxon, it's me, Miss Pie. I brought you some tofu the other day. Surely you haven't forgotten me already. Ah, Miss Pie, of course I remember you. Miss Pie. Father was telling me how proud he is of you not so long ago. What was that, dear? Perhaps you remember. Just like I said, there's nothing wrong with my memory. And, Grandpa Jinxon, why don't you take some rest? No need to strain yourself. Traveler, how about you help Grandpa Jinxon clean the house? I'll keep him company in the meantime, alright? Animal or Hydro? I'm already. At least it gives you the option. Is a hotel in Leeway Harbor. It's top quality. I forgot to ask what brought you here. You brought your Zhao lantern. Ah, so considerate. You bring me those every year, Miss Pye. You remember, dear, I used to make great Zhao lanterns back in the day. My neighbors liked them so much that they asked me to make some for them, too. Zhao lanterns are so beautiful. They really light up each lantern right. Wait, I'll hang it for you. I'll do that. Be careful, don't hurt yourself. Where does it want me to hang it? Higher? Question is, how am I going to get up? Because these roof styles don't really allow you to go over very well. Except that one is. Oh, forbidding. As long as I don't fall off. There you go. Truly breathtaking. The upcoming year is bound to be another good one. But sure will. It's time for us to leave now. We still have a few rounds to run. I'll visit you again soon. Young people like you always have something to do. Can't get a moment's respite. Goodbye. Ah, sure, dear. Don't forget to look after our land.
Scry the sky.
I'm not sure I can climb this way. Very well. Don't see a thing. I don't know where that one is. I'm very grateful for your help. If I'd gone there on my own, it would have taken me hours to get everything done. I didn't want to leave Grandpa Genshin on his own right before the festival. What about you? I'm going back to the mill. There's so much work to be done. I inherited the mill when my father passed away. I left my job at Leeway Harbor to continue the family tradition. I don't know if it makes sense, but doing the same things he used to do, being in the same environment, it makes me very nostalgic. I'm not interested in bot stuff. Does that only appear on the restream? I'm waiting for things to load back in here. Which is being a bit iffy. I often recall the many things that my father used to tell me, especially during this time of year. Oh, I almost forgot. With Grandpa Junction in my mind, I didn't make a Zhao lantern myself. Problem is, I didn't leave any spare materials either. I have plenty. I kept getting them as I went, so... yeah, I have them. As you can clearly see. Over 1,000 of the plant fibers. I don't know if I can use some of those in the element thing. But I just used it anyway. I used to release Shadow Lanterns together with my father. When I'm done making this one, I'll have to release it on my own. But I hope he'll be able to see it. He will. Thank you so much. I wish you a happy lantern night. And that one is done. I think those are normal quests. Me as well.
Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
Yeah. I believe this is the mission with the 4 ruined guards. And given the state of where I am level-wise, shouldn't be too hard. I have some fragments. Right, these fragments all fit together. This is a symbol for Chi, and this Chi was defeated in a major battle. Afterwards, it was pinned down in a deep place. In the legends, the Chi was a dragon-like monster, and Mount Chinchi was once its lair. When Rex Lapis, or Morax, defeated it, the Chi's body twisted into rock, its blood turned into water, and its scales became the terraced fields. You see those three trees near Quincy Village? Those are blood-fed trees, said to have been nourished by the blood of the Chi. But a legend is a legend. After all, who would be able to find traces of the Chi today? What happened after? After that, in order to seal the corpse of the Chi and prevent it from endangering the world again, water was used to seal its corpse, and treasures were used to pin it in the center of the vault. The rest of it is illegible. But the corpse still exists. I'm afraid that other than Rex Lapis, no one else knows the answer to that. So, young one, do you think the things recorded in these 3 fragments are true? Well, it's not a bad thing for a young person to bumble about a bit. But if you really want to pursue your search according to the content of these fragments, then I say that the place you're looking for must have something to do with water. Not only that, but it must also be water whose entrance can be blocked. The waterfall? And to think of it, there's a sizable waterfall northwest of Jinji Village. I wonder if it has something to do with the vault. Well, that's all I know. The rest you'll have to mull it over yourself. I do have a slightly closer port. May as well use it. One could sure regenerate quickly. I was here before on something else. But I guess because I didn't have the mission on, I couldn't get in. Something like that. That also probably means that I didn't find a way to get this
Scry the
the
sky.
Oculus that I'm detecting there. And the problem here is that there wasn't a way to interact with this before. They're tightly shut and there are 3 strange grooves on the surface. Perhaps they're key to opening the gates. Yeah, these things. I didn't have them all. Looks dangerous. Feels like if we don't tread carefully, set something up. Well, undoubtedly.
Shadows of fate, born of ice and frost.
You're open.
How did they get in so quickly, though?
Direct assault. A hunter.
Of course, they would also be interested in what's in here. So that does make sense. Let's have a further look around. There's another gate back here.
Next on the agenda.
Looks like I'll only be able to unlock that after. So the only other thing here is the written hunters. The ring guards. Oh, here we go.
Born of ice and frost.
It's not trying to fire on me. What was that? Okay.
Blaze over. Teamwork is dreamwork. Off we go. Yeah, yeah. Delve into destiny.
More even than that? Oh, I'm joking. Oop. I tried to run.
Everybody stand back! Let me scry! For Rex Lapis!
That's it? What about our monster corpse and our treasure? Surely this place this big can't be completely empty, and think of all the effort we've put into this. Shall we give it another once over just to be sure? I thought there was nothing in here. Ah. Sorry. Let's see if we can climb up to get it. Yep. That wasn't even, like, the hunter that's here. It's still here. With the ruin guard. Oh, but the gate is now open. I'm gonna check behind everything. And more chips. Good thing I have the room. Might have a bit trouble reaching that, but it should lead back. And you're right on the edge of where I can be. Let's see. Yeah. Climb on that. Let's see if I have. Okay.
Just what will we come across this time?
Enough of being vertically challenged, right?
This is destiny.
And that should mean that we're done here. The guards were still there. Let's just say that they became non-functional. The ones that activated and we fought were in some sort of cache, so they were in better condition, not exposed to water, and that's why they were functional. A whole bunch of treasure hoarders outside. You chase them off. Those low-down, no-good crooks, always skulking around. They're so annoying, it's high time someone taught them a lesson. And there was nothing inside? No matter at all. There's nothing wrong with a bit of extra running around while you're young enough to handle it. Not telling her we found a few chests in there? Been out about it all day. Go buy something nice to eat and rest your legs. So there was nothing inside. That's good, that's good. And she's gone. Oh, she went back there. Is there something on your mind? Things should be festive and lively during the lantern, right? You know? But in Kinti village, the elderly are too old and the young are too young. All those young workers that have since flocked to the big city are either too busy and can't get time off work to celebrate the festival, or they're too far away to make it back home in time. Lantern Red is the lively festival. It's a time when everyone should gather together to celebrate. Sure, I understand that it mustn't be easy for them either, but what about all the festivities? There's no use in complaining. There's no way to celebrate. If you'd be so kind, I'm sure Miss Vibe could use a hand right about now. The young lady said that she wanted to prepare a table full of food for everyone and is already hard at work at the preparations. I'm afraid that she won't be able to manage on her own. I'm wondering. He's not at the mill? I don't see her anywhere around. I think I checked that. Let me lend you a hand. Oh, you're willing to help? You've come right on time. I was just starting to worry that I wouldn't manage to get all the ingredients. Need 3 chunks of raw meat and 3 pieces of pal. In the meantime, I'll think of a way to procure the other ingredients. Well, I can't just give it to her. I'll help her to prepare them. Great, that should be just enough. I'll also need you to help me go to Pop Sky and tell him to bring all the chairs and tables over. I plan on making lots of dishes, so if you wait too long to set up the tables, I'm afraid the food would get cold. Not that I need the lower level ones, but we'll be needing tables and chairs soon. I remember now, I've already prepared everything. Ah, but there should still be more inside the shops. Alrighty, let's just bring them all out then. That should be enough tables and chairs for everyone. I never expected that you'd come all the way here to help me. Happy to help. I must say that you're quite an extraordinary young man. But why haven't you gone home yet? Don't you plan on celebrating with your family? No, there are reasons. No need to fret, I won't ask any further. I'm sure you have your reasons. If you're willing to celebrate the festival here, you're more than welcome to join us. As they say, the more the merrier. Nice of him to say, especially when we can't find our sister. The spy is afraid her handwriting is too ugly, so she asked me, Uncle Gas, to write this on behalf of her meal. Everyone come try the new seasonal delight, almond toffee. Since Miss Spy took her father's place to run the mill, the almond toffee village has become even more sweet and tender. But every night a strange creaking sound can be heard from the mill. The millstone is still spinning by itself. How can this be? Come talk to Uncle Gas to learn about this profound mystery of the night. Please don't promote your own ghost stories here. You'll scare away the guests. I could, oh, that's not Gene Peppers. And again, I don't know where you are, Oculus. Ah, you're back. Sorry to make you do so much work. Glad I could help. Thank you, you're too kind. I've also been doing my part and managed to make quite a few lanterns for the people of Kimchi Village. If you'd like, you can find me near the gate later this evening. We'll release the lanterns and celebrate the festival together. But who knows where the children have run off to? There's no way I could go and find them with these old legs. But trouble you to round them up. They've always loved releasing the lanterns. And be sure to tell anyone else you find along the way to head back to the village. The more the merrier. And it looks like they moved on their own. Not that there are very many here. You're here. Well then, let's prepare. We shall begin releasing the lanterns once night falls. Yes, I've got to make time fly. May as well get that in. Thinking about the tale of Chi. So many gathers now, things are starting to finally feel like a festival. Now let's release the lantern together. I wish everyone excellent health and good fortune in the coming year. And may all the youngsters, wherever they are, see their dreams come true. Alright, Granny Yushin. If we wait any longer, the food I prepared will start getting cold. Look at the tasty stuff. You go now. Oh, children, very well. Off you go then. When you will be joining them? Well, me? I'm in no hurry. Besides, I'd like to watch the Shadow Lanterns for a while longer. Which reminds me, these are for you. It's my way of saying thank you for helping prepare all the best foods. Thank you. You're most welcome. From the looks of it, you must still be quite young. I imagine that all this around might have left you quite tuckered out. Why don't you stay with us for a while and join the festivities? It's good to have a rest while rushing about all year long. As you can see, I have quite a few world quests stored up. I'm in the habit of picking them up as I come across the NPCs who have them. This guy sure makes a lot of noise. It's like I have my own little lantern following me. Hey, you. Oh, I missed. You're the artist who made an arrangement with Genshin earlier. Yes, that's me. That poet and I agreed that we would each create a work of art that sums the lantern right up. You even helped me to find my paints and brushes back then. So you're painting? Well, I've actually painted a lot recently. Scenes, people, even animals. I'm confident that these works accurately portray their subjects, but I can't say any of them really sums up the lantern right. I haven't been able to eat or sleep for days with this hanging over my head. I practically used all my paints, and still none of my paintings really capture the spirit of the festival. So, I want to go find that poet and see how his poem is coming along. You know where he is? Quincy Village. What did he go there for? Poetic inspiration? Quick, traveler, we must get to Quincy Village and find him. Perhaps I may also be able to find some inspiration there. Let's it up. Really? When I was just there? Oh, right at a teleport. And here we go again. And I got 3 more chests to find, and then we're back on track for what I wanted to do originally. Quincy Village, then. Where's that port? Has he gone to look for inspiration somewhere? Last time we met, he was playing lantern riddle games with the children. What is the meaning of this? Did he fail to find inspiration for his poem and give up altogether? Anyhow, regardless of what he's up to, the lantern ride is almost over. There's no time to waste. Let's go ask the person in charge around here. Today I absolutely must see where our competition stands. Why, if it isn't the traveler, thanks to you, our village finally has some festive cheer to it. And you brought a new face with you, I see. Let me ask. He's an artist, and he's here to look for Xingqiu. That's just as well. When Miss Yang left several days ago, Mr. Xingqiu said he would like to stay here for a while longer. He should still be making lantern riddles for the children. If my memory serves, he's taking them outside. Probably have to find him outside. He really is playing lantern riddle games. Trevor, if you would do me a favor, go tell the poet that I've come. I'll be here getting ready. No matter what, today I must see where our competition stands. See, indeed. And of course I will have to climb again. The same place. I think you're all getting the hang of it. You're getting the answers faster and faster every time. Ramir's here. Ah yes, the artist. Let me see. By my count, this is indeed the agreed date. Pity then that my poem remains as yet unfinished. Nor have these children yet had their fill of the lantern riddles. Perhaps this is the utmost limit of my poetic skill then. Will you accompany me to gather some inspiration once again? Perhaps I should say not that it is gathering inspiration, rather let us work together. Doesn't mean we're not solving lantern riddles anymore. I still want to give them a try. I want to solve some lantern riddles too. And they're calling them uncle. Settle down, children. I shall go for a short stroll with this friendly traveler here. I shall return soon to give you all a new lantern riddle. Go on back to Xingxi village and I will find you there when I get back. How's that? Okay, that's amazing. You can come with so many riddles. You read a ton of books, don't you? I want to grow up to be just like you. He's inspired them. Let us go then, Trevor. Let us bring this trivial matter to an end. Can't leave those children waiting too long. I'd say his priorities have shifted. But that's not a bad thing. It's not near any teleport points. The scenery here, quite perfect as a lantern. I got it. Let us go to the next place. All the way over there. I don't have a teleport point there. He wants to go near that slime. Missed. Come on, charge it up.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Yeah, off we go!
There we go.
Get out of here! Take cover!
That's it.
I must leave no stone unturned. Yeah.
Still gotta get higher up. There, I guess. Lower? He went down? Oh. It's going to be over there. Not bad. Quite suitable for writing a lantern riddle. How many places does he want to go? He's on the bridge here. I got stuck on there before, too. Got it. One sentence for the lantern riddle. Alright then, the lantern riddle is all done. Let us get back to the village now. I'll tell you the riddle once we arrive. And what about your poem? Really no point in teleporting. Back here again? Have you finished writing a new lantern riddle? I'll get it right this time, I think. I'll think this one through carefully. Yes, I've written down the lantern riddle. Please help me hang this shower lantern up a little higher if you would. Countless ships over the waves do glide, their lamps lighting up gleaming stones. They float along the ocean tide, till with dragon and fish they rest at last their bones. Look at this Xiao lantern. The riddle's answer is a thing at the lantern right. Go on, guess. I must go tend to the matter with this here traveler. I'll be back to play with you once I'm done. What have you gotta go do? I must go find a certain painter to settle a certain competition. I write the best poem and he creates the best painting, and we see whose work is better. Well, you're going to win for sure. All those lantern riddles you made were great. Is that so? Thank you for your praise. Take this shell lantern to Pinky Village first and try to guess it. It's not safe alone in the wild. We're familiar with around here. We can make it back on our own. Go and show that painter what you got. Then, Uncle Jincho, after you finish your competition with that painter, hurry on back to play with us. Of course, I will go find you as soon as I'm done tending to this map. A great poem indeed. That's not even a poem, my liege. Nothing more than a lantern riddle. I shall find the painter then. He's been waiting long enough. You underestimate yourself. I hope this is the last part for this particular quest. Have you written a poem? No, I have not penned anything suitable. But you too, you haven't. Liu is large and its households are many. I pondered the matter long, yet I could not find an appropriate summation for Lantern Rite. Have you then finished your painting? I haven't either. Liu is too large. How could I have painted all unless the sky itself were to be my canvas? So in the end, neither of us was able to create a poem or an artwork that can encompass Liyue Harbor and the Lantern Rite. I suppose then that this might be considered a draw. Fine, alright then. Uncle Shinto, we figured out the lantern riddle. What lantern riddle? It's nothing really. I just came up with some lantern riddles to entertain those kids. Can you tell me one? Countless ships over the waves do glide, their lamps lighting up hewn stones. They float along the ocean tide, till with dragon and fish they rest at last their bones. You wrote this riddle for kids? It's... Who is that other uncle? He's the painter. If this poet didn't want to compete with me, then why would he make that agreement? You're mistaken. At first I indeed saw it as a competition. I spent much energy going everywhere in search of inspiration, wanting to compose the perfect poem. But as you may have realized as well, it's impossible to encompass Liyue Harbor and the Lantern Rite in just a few lines of words. So, you came here to play lantern riddle games with children? Exactly. So I came to play with children, hoping I would find some poetic inspiration in these delightful lantern riddle games. Though I never found inspiration for my poem, I was able to come up with a number of lantern riddles. The children have certainly enjoyed it. Perhaps this experience is the very poem I sought. Alas, where would I begin writing it? Thus, with no poem, I have no way of competing with you. You people of Liyue are so strange. And what about our competition? Who won and who lost? A draw is simply unacceptable to me. This other uncle sure likes to talk a lot. Of course, the winner is Uncle Chincho. He's awesome. He came up with so many lantern riddles, and I bet you can't even guess the answers to them. This poet, Hold on, I have an idea. How about this? Let's have a new competition. How do you propose we commence? You created a lot of lantern riddles for these kids, right? Well, when I was searching for inspiration for my painting, I saw lots of Zhao lanterns and their decorative patterns. You write the riddle, and I'll paint the Zhao lantern. The children will serve as judges, and whoever's work they like more will be deemed winner. Is that fair? Okay, suits me fine, and also suits the spirit of the lantern rite. A very suitable competition indeed. Then it's settled. Let us first prepare my painting supplies, and then let our new competition commence. You sure have a lot of energy. The other children, show me the riddle this poet fellow writes, I'll paint you a beautiful shower lantern. I only fear that you won't be able to keep up with me. Now we can see him. Painting shower lanterns is a lot of fun. Good thing I brought enough material. Should I call some others over? Another lantern riddle. This one can be about Jinxie Village. About Xingqiu and Vermeer. For those two, don't worry about them. As long as they're willing to accompany the children, I'm fine with them. This is a festive season after all. It's good for things to be lively. You're always running around helping our Xingqiu village. Thank you, child. Don't mention it. You sure are kind-hearted, child. Here, take these as thanks. You must have yourself a happy festival as well now. I hope that future lantern rides here will be this exciting. Yay, that's complete now. Last one is the Lumini screen.
Divination is about precisely foretelling one's...
Already coming up on 1.5 hours here. Hope I can get there faster this way. From 9 until 5, huh? You have another image for me? You bet. And since you saw both the previous ones so easily, I swapped the lanterns for more difficult ones available. The same principle applies. You combine 3 images to make one whole. The difficulty is in the fact that they're linked together this time. You'll see what I mean when you give it a try. This time you're looking for a divine crane. Once you've got the images to align, you can go find the treasure. Well, since they're already aligned, I see. wasn't even particularly trying.
I've got a bunch of interesting gadgets, all from my time with
Alright, let's go get them. I'll do it right to left this time. There was one in the last set that I had trouble with, but it wasn't for any reason in the program itself. It was that I was being a big dum-dum, smooth-brained. I thought that a windscreen was another windshield, rather than being an updraft. So I kept trying to get around and through what I didn't really need to get around or through. How many geoculi do I have now? Well, I won't have enough for both, obviously. And I'll put those in later.
Leave it all to me.
In those close quarters, what did you really expect? Looks like this place got kind of ruined. Just making sure that I actually got it. Be a pain if it wasn't counted for whatever reason. Is it rushing me? The ones do often get away from me. Oh.
Access denied.
And goodbye, I guess. That one actually hit him. And he got stuck. I wonder how many of these there are. 4, it looks like. It's not always easy to find. Nope.
Scry the sky.
Oh. Of course, I had to slide all the way down first. And there's another chest. Where'd the city go? And they see me. And they're done. And completely lost track of that ceiling. Oh well. That's what happens sometimes. There are too many things going on, and with all of them, you can sometimes lose track of one thing going after several. Found him again, obviously. But only after he had already found his home. He goes to Leeway Harbor. Oop. Gonna be another one of these, huh? There's one.
We're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule.
You didn't have to tell me twice. There's the second one. Wasn't expecting it to be sticking out. And these. And there's the third one.
Let's light it up.
But where is... Oh. That was simple enough. And just in case they start to roll away... Alright, last treasure chest. And I've really got to go over there. Okay. I had it. May as well get their stuff.
Let me amuse myself a little.
Access denied.
Shine no longer.
Oof. I didn't get either then. I should probably be able to make it with Mona. Let's see where the swimming begins. There. Are you sure you want to be doing that? I knew exactly where you are. You still froze it. No drops? You waited too long. And there's another one. I guess that was charged enough. You gonna activate? Guess not. Oh. That was wrong.
Focus! Born of ice and frost. Blaze over. Everybody stand back! Let's light it up! Ow! Let's light it up!
Again?
We're way behind schedule.
That was fast. As far as something that I could do, that went fairly well, but if it was a normal person wouldn't be able to get all those chests.
Someone needs assistance.
Only an adventurer would have been able to pull that off. Oh, there's still some over here. Alright, let's go turn those in. I really hope that's everything.
the sky.
We found every last chest. We managed to decipher all 3 images. Impressive. The guild has prepared an extra special gift for you on account of you being such an accomplished adventurer. See those chests? Go ahead and open them. The contents are all for you. If I take all the prizes, yep, there'll be squat left for anyone else. That's adventuring for you, finders keepers. Right then, happy lantern rite. Have a good one. And I had enough room for all of them. Complete a total of 23 lantern rite requests. Done. And I need to do some spiral abyss to get those. What else did I need to do? Use 10 more original resin. I could do a ley line to get that. And then come back and do the thing. I wanted to see if there was anything else besides... Oh, now it says, I'm a famed adventurer. May everyone be in good health this year. May families be united. May all go well.
Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written.
Okay, let's look for... Of course, I could do one of the bosses instead, but what I want to do is, since there's a thing for it in the battle pass anyway, I'll just do one and be done with that, and then get all the rewards I can from the lantern rite and the theater mechanica. And this is just for the battle pass. Hopefully I can just go in, do it, get out. I'm going to have to climb. My favorite thing in the whole world. Is there something where I can... No. I can still make it. Come on, take the right angle. Are those not active? Oh well.
Fate is upon you.
Am I really?
You're open.
Hunter. Another test subject.
What did I miss? No. Yep, my AR. I don't get the purple books. I probably won't remember that these are here. I don't go after them.
Let's light it up!
That's it? How did I not activate those?
Born of ice and frost.
Wait. Omega Shinderi. Oh. Did I hit another one?
Let's light it up!
Oh yeah, there's one behind there. Was one behind there. Is it a relay shrine? I have a key. I have two keys, actually. So we're just at the 2-hour mark as I'm streaming. And finally getting down to my original plan. So I'm glad to have found that there was more to this, since otherwise we're just we have a lot of stuff that we've already done in the Lantern Festival, and then it wouldn't feel right if that was all there was to it. So evidently I haven't gained any more of the peace talismans. At the same time, I have completed the Lantern Rite, Tails, and I have full of those in the theater mechanics. So let's start with the rewards. And there isn't a better place to start than the Stand By Me, where you can choose one of the characters, leeway heroes. So Zhang, she has some fairly good AoE. Oh, I use her a lot when I go up against Storm Terror, things like that. But if I'm honest, she's one of the more common ones to come up in banners. Xianling I got quite a few of, as well as Beidou in banners. Xingzhou also I got some banners, and Chongyun I don't really tend to use. He's going to be in a banner soon. She is in a banner, but also standard. And at the same time, I've really wanted to make her C1. So that's what I will do. Okay, thank you for that. Next, we can go to the Xiao Market. And everything is open now. Well, first I need these. Not sure if I really need the dust. Definitely Crown of Insight. And more Hero's Wit. Lots of talent material. Or just 2 each. And evidently I didn't have a lot of any of these. It'd be interesting to see, I think, whether or not you get enough peace talisman for everything. Or if you have to pick and choose, because, as I said before, I've done everything. But there could be some things that I can't get. But I'm going to try and get everything that I possibly can. It's interesting. I've got almost everything now. That's 800. So if this doesn't amount to 400... Everything there and there. The only thing left, it's exactly the correct amount for everything. And with 15 days to spare on that. So it's a good thing that they're actually giving you some cushion days so that you can miss a few days in here but still have enough. So there are 8 days left in the event itself. Now that way you can still do some more of the Theater Mechanicus to earn points.
Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus.
Let's get this. That way she becomes able to use AoE. And I do have some of this. Increases the level of Wake of Earth by 3. Shockwave triggered by Wake of Earth regenerates 5 energy for every opponent hit. Maximum of 25 energy earned by this. Alright, then the last thing that I want to do just for the fun of things. I'm not sure. Well, there's actually not that much I could do anyway. When I tried it, and I've only done this once, I passed with 17 escaped. As there are quite a few fast boys and quite a few big boys. So it's not like you can push them around, and you also can't really just toss them out. Is this the same one? Yeah. Let's make one over here. I do have the teleporters, but they're useless on this one. That's why I made the mines.
Absorption test
Oh, come on.
Stay clear.
Really can't do anything about that. Oh.
No touching. Let me screw.
Oops. That's not really the one that I wanted to make there. Oh well. The Hydra ones are pretty good. And that's just wave one. Actually, it really wants me to make Electra, doesn't it? I don't have enough for that. I could do speed. Not that I have Electra. I really don't have enough for it. I don't have enough for anything right now. There we go. There you go. What the? I couldn't hold them at all. And those guys still escape. Let's see. A lot of cost down.
Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed. nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
How many can we build? One more? These are good for lowering physical. We've already done some damage.
No touching.
Come on. That should be down. This would be easy if I had the right debuffs for them.
No touching. Let me scribe.
Oh, come on. Wasn't charging? There we go. That made a difference. That's what I meant to do.
Access denied.
Still 6 more. Where are the other ones? There are 3 left.
Delve into destiny. No touching.
That should be enough out of you. All depends on the buffs that I get. That's the last one for this wave. There we go. Now, what buff can I get? Trial and Rune Hunter. I should switch these to Pyro then. The physical should help, and if it doesn't, I can switch them. Alright. See how we get. And there are 36 of them in total. There's quite a bit of damage it's doing. But the Abyss Mages might get through while it's doing that. Or not. Did it get pushed back or move forward? It's kind of hard to tell. May as well give it a status. Oops, I missed. That one got quite far. Not ready to call this easy. Most of my mechanicas are at level 10, which is the max. Oh no, you don't.
Let me start.
What adventurous of you. And physical ones really are doing a lot of work. They have long range. And they're fairly powerful. As you can see, I don't really have to worry about points. Even if I had to reconstruct every single tower I have, I can probably do that. Obviously, I'm not making that big of a difference. They're cryo, and my only archer right now is cryo. Hot napping. Can't exactly blame her though. Should I move those three up?
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
Flame and Ruin Greater. Did I really not have one?
We're way behind
There's still
schedule.
time. I could do one more.
We're
I
way
could
behind schedule.
I don't like taking out my last line of defense, but
We're way behind schedule.
I'll put this in, and it will strengthen them. And see how that does. Got some fast boys.
Shadows of fate. Access denied.
Oh, come on, I couldn't catch it.
Shadows of Let me scry.
Can't freeze them either.
Shadows of fate.
Yikes, I'm doing worse than I was before. I guess there's a strength to having the last line of defense further back. Also, my cryo isn't being very effective. Right? And unable to freeze it. It's blazing. And change some of these. And hope that that does okay. Maybe I'll take one of these out and pull it back. Fast boys.
Let me scout. Born of ice and frost. Absorption test.
And I'm back up on points.
Born of ice and frost. No touching. Let me scout. Shadows of fate.
Mm,
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Frost and stone. I didn't get the +1. And I can't build any more towers. Let's see how the pyro does. Not that I think I'll make it all the way through now. Physical seems quite effective.
Access denied. Delved into destiny.
Oh, that's bad. 2 more go up, and I'm done. And I wasn't paying attention to the numbers after physical. Oh, Hydro did more work on some of that.
Shadows of fate.
Come on, turn around and get this guy.
Shadows of fate.
That one's done, but the one that's behind it seems to be a bit hardier. Weird, how come Pyro wasn't doing all that much damage?
Shadows of fate.
Hard for me to actually say what's actually doing all that much damage. And since I can't contribute any actual damage... Oh, that's the only guy left. If we know what route he's taken. Even greater. And change some of them to hydro, or most of them.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Let's see what happens. 20. 20 graders.
Born of ice and frost. Delved into destiny.
Only one more needs to escape and I fail.
Animal test 6308.
And that's it. Oh, more than. I still got some of them. Not gonna try that again this stream. It just takes too long. Even you end up failing. As I said before, I managed to beat it with 17 escaping. This time I failed it, and I didn't even really get close. And got only to wave 8. So, can't be happy about that game-wise, but then again, I got all the peace talisman that I needed, and I bought everything that was in the Zhao marketplace. So, I have everything that I could have gotten. And nothing else that I could have done would have helped. And of course, the
Just
other
what will we come
alternative would
across
have
this
been
time?
to use
You can just
Yeah.
feel the history all around us. Isn't it great? Come, try your hand at theater mechanics.
his ability.
The skies went black. There were howling
Oh, now I
winds
can do
and
two of
waves
them.
as high as houses.
Yeah, 3. So maybe I could block his path. But I do still need mana. So
This is destiny.
Just what will we come across this time?
probably that would be a good team. If I can block a path using Geo Traveler.
Terra Smash!
The skies went black. There were howling winds and waves as high as houses.
Come, try your hand at theater
Oop. That didn't fit there.
Terra Smash!
That makes it for a pretty decent blockade. For a while, anyway.
The skies went black. There were howling winds and waves as high as houses.
Try your hand at theater mechanicus.
So I might try that later, but right now, that's about all that I can do. So as long as you do everything, you should have enough, just enough, these talismans to get everything in the market. Only other thing I can think of, I go over here, the armory. Is there something that was short? Yes, just this. Everything else is level 10. Now it's all maxed. That's a lot of damage. Just for a mine. Maybe I should have used those more. Even though you have to replace them, it's just 10 each. So everything here is at max level. Back to my standard team.
Houses.
I do have resin, but I think I'll save them for daily reset and all that. But in any case, if you did enjoy this video, this stream, you can of course follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, like, comment, subscribe over on YouTube. You'll find, of course, more VODs, gameplay, model builds, some reviews, and other things of that kind of variety.
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.
So, thank you all for watching. I will see if there's anyone that I can raid for the for Twitch. I don't think I've ever rated Tectone, so let's do that. So thanks again for watching, and until the next video or stream, please do stay safe, stay healthy, and be excellent to one another. Bye-bye.